Thursday, May 29th. This is the Automotive State of the Union. I'm Paul J. Daly, and the one and only Kyle Mountsier is back. It feels like forever since we've done a show together. We're going to talk about, of course, Elon Musk. Nothing's changed.
He said, of course.
EREVs, Amazon. Actually, we have some good context and nuance in today's show. So
there's some good stuff in today's show. I feel like
don't write us off just yet.
Don't just skip us for the Elon conversation. We have to talk about it, but we'll get to the fun stuff.
I have a thing right here that I want to share on this morning show. Hold on, I got pages that you want to hear.
Thing. Let's see
the pages turning on the podcast.
The book. I know what you're showing. I hear pages turning.
On page 284 of this book,
what?
There's a picture of Kyle Mountsier. Right?
With no hat, nonetheless.
That's not really you. That's the really Hollywood version of Kyle.
I got the extreme pleasure. It was such a joyous time. If you don't know the Carter Myers organization, and Carter and Liza and just the entire organization is incredible. They've written a book storying their 100-year timeline, but I got the opportunity a couple years ago to go and be a part of their GM retreat as they kicked off the year. I was
wondering where that was. Yep. I remember you went.
So I went there. I got to share a little bit about just how myself as a marketer, when I was marketing, how I looked at products and services and integrating them into our stores. But I got to go out deep sea fishing on a boat with Carter Myers himself. He drove that boat like a boss. He's unbelievable.
He was the boat captain.
It was unreal. He knew everything about everything sideways.
Also a pilot.
He's a pilot. It was probably one of the highlights of my automotive career because I'm sitting there next to just someone with so much legacy and being able to be alongside this great organization. And you don't wear a hat out on the open seas because that thing's going to be in the water.
It'll be pretty soon. You won't be wearing a hat. So this book, Liza sent me a copy of this. It's To Drive 100 Years of Passion, People, and Progress. You got yours there? You got one?
It's here somewhere. Where'd I put it?
Somewhere. It's in there.
Oh, no.
But they did an amazing job with this book chronicling 100 years of the auto industry and their journey in it. In a book. Well done, guys. Thanks for sending it. And I didn't know the rest of that story about page 283.
There you go.
We had a great webinar yesterday with our friends at Stone Eagle, Cindy Allen. Steve Greenfield said the nicest things about Cindy and Stone Eagle's product on the podcast yesterday. So if Steve can give it that kind of unsolicited acknowledgement, I think you should check out the webinar. You can still go to asotu.com and you can sign up so you can get the webinar recording and look at it and watch it. So you can hear what Steve said about it yesterday on the show, but you should do that. Finally, all of our main stage sessions from ASOTUCon are now live on our YouTube channel.
People have been asking.
They have been, and they're there. So you can easily get to it by typing in ASOTube, ASOTU.be. More sessions are coming out. So you're going to get a flurry of sessions. If you missed the ASOTUCon, we want to get that thought leadership and those ideas and those innovations out to everyone that came out while we were on the stages at ASOTUCon. Oh, the sessions are coming out today, Nathan.
Today. They're coming. They're flying. There you go.
Speaking of things that are happening today. Wrong button.
Wrong button.
Segue.
Time. You got nervous.
I did. It's been a while. I wanted to get it right. Elon Musk has exited his role as a special government employee under the Trump administration's Department of Government Efficiency after a controversial 130-day crusade to slash federal spending. Musk's offboarding began very suddenly without a direct talk with Trump, believe it or not.
Wild. His
DOGE plan aimed to cut $2 trillion, but ended up with about $175 billion in savings, which is also unverifiable. And we'll see where that all lays out or how people are counting. He aggressively targeted federal telework policies, agency redundancies, prompting both voluntary exits and court challenges, using the mentality and the tactics he used to make his businesses really efficient. He did have some clashes with cabinet members and critiques of Trump's tax plans, which maybe have sped his exit. That's speculation, though. Reflecting on the challenge, Musk said, the federal bureaucracy situation is much worse than I realized. The comments he made yesterday or 2 days ago about the big, beautiful bill, he said it was kind of unfortunate that it increases the federal deficit, which goes against the work we were doing at DOGE to cut the federal deficit. So it looks like a little season's coming to an end, and it looks like Tesla's going to get their CEO back.
Well, I think that that's the big story here. And then you see him the other night with going to space is just it's an adventure for him.
Apparently, it's hard.
He has worn off on going to save money and fighting against the bureaucracy. I mean, the fact that you can cut $175 billion in just 130 days means there's more there. There's probably something left on the vine, and I'm sure that organization continue to take that. A lot of times just a thesis can go in, but I think that this is probably less about leaving something and more about running to something. He sees Tesla, his baby, kind of struggling, trying to get that back on the map and running hard again. He really wants to launch the robotaxi, and he wants to get to Mars by 2027. So, and then people by 2030. So that's like, I think he's running to that more than running away from something, but definitely going to be a change in the kind of like political, social, cultural vibe. X is probably going to change a bit. We even saw X go down this weekend. He's probably frustrated about that. This is a guy that's running a bunch of different ways, and he's a car guy. Like 130 days doing.
He got bored.
You kidding me?
He got bored. He's like, wait a minute, we're doing this. What are we doing here? I'm out. Right. It's one of those things. But the robotaxis, big news. They say they have they're launching 10 or 20 of these. Steve Greenfield yesterday on the show. He's like, but there's all these criteria. Like, we're launching them, and there'll be kind of a driver in them, but as long as they're driving in a straight line, he was joking, just saying there's all these criteria.
If they drive in a straight line 10 yards and then you have to get out, we're gonna be fine.
Yeah. I think they're gonna do really well in Austin.
They're gonna be fine.
Well, we'll see.
Waymo's pressing in. It's gonna become just a normal part of our lives.
Yeah. Speaking of things that are becoming a normal part of our lives.
Yeah.
Segue.
We're going to continue to be a normal part of our lives. I really like this development, or at least this
I'm here
topic.
for it.
With hybrids on the rise and EV momentum cooling, automakers are revisiting a once overlooked technology, the extended range electric vehicle, or EREV, or I like to call it an EREV. Guess that's easier. Acting like an EV with backup. Basically, they are a new kind of compromise. So basically, the way they work are, hybrid vehicles run on the gas engine sometimes, and the electric motor helps the gas engine, and they kind of work in tandem, but the gas engine is powering the drivetrain. EREV, it's a full electric drivetrain. The battery is sending power to the electric motors, giving you that EV driving experience. The only thing the motor is in there for is to it's a big generator. It just sends electricity to the battery so the battery can continue to power the motors. Basically, sales of these vehicles are up in China, and new miles are coming a lot stateside. The one we've been talking about a little bit more than the others is the Ram Charger, the 2025 Ram Charger. 145 miles of electric only range, as opposed to some plug-in hybrids that get like 40. So 140 miles, all electric. Total 690 mile range with the gas engine. So you can go 104 miles, keep charging that truck up. You never even need to use the gas engine. Suppliers are betting on these systems, saying they're going to bridge the gap for all the range anxiety. Here's a quote from Alex Partners' Dan Hirsch. He says, EREVs provide the benefits of an EV with the flexibility of a hybrid at a relatively lower cost.
I think that's a big deal, the lower cost. The other thing here to me to recognize is that when you're dealing with a hybrid, in any situation, you could be utilizing electric or gas power, and in even one acceleration, you could be using some mix of the other. Plug-in hybrids leaving a lot more to the electric motor. This, where you're going to have 145 miles of electric range, is going to be a totally different scenario where you are actually utilizing that electric motor for a long time. The crazy stuff on some of this is like getting over 600, I think over 650 horsepower and foot-pound and 610 foot-pounds of torque or something like that. And then a 690 mile range on a V6 engine in a truck with all that horsepower, with all that torque, with all that towing capacity. It, like, when you tie all those things together, there's definitely an advantage here. And again, this is another one of those walks that auto can make and get people used to driving habits, driving dynamics, even of driving something with that much torque
for me.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing for me, because the thing I love about my EV is the driving experience. You have the instant acceleration and torque. You have the regenerative braking, which actually gives you much more control over the speed of the vehicle. You don't realize until you drive one, and then you switch back to an ICE vehicle, how much you rely on that regenerative braking to just have full command of the vehicle. So the driving experience of an EV is far superior. And this delivers that. It's something even a plug-in hybrid doesn't do, because the motors are not big, strong, and powerful like they are in a solid EV. I wonder, I mean, this is great news. Like, if these get adopted, great news for fixed operations, because you're back to oil changes and all that.
That's right. Yeah.
Granted, I wonder how quiet the engine is, because really, I mean, it's not an engine that's got to produce that much torque, right? It's got to turn a generator. So it's probably,
exactly it.
I'm guessing it's much more similar to what's in an RV, right? The backup generator engines, which can be pretty dang quiet. So I love this technology. I can't wait to try the first one.
I know, me too. This will be fun.
And I'll tell you what, knowing that you don't have to fuel up 600, I mean, like, that's a long time. It's got a 27-gallon tank. So if you fill it up, right? In my case right now, like, I'd have the gas fill. I think I'd be more worried about, like, making sure there's stabilizer in the fuel. Because, well, because if you think about it,
from water and coming up. Yeah.
Well, but because what's going to happen is, for me and my driving habits, is I would just plug it in and I would just run off the battery all the time, unless I was going to take a longer trip or I forgot. So I don't know. New problems to solve.
New problems.
Speaking of solving new problems in a new way.
So interesting here.
That might not be that engaging.
Yeah. Amazon's rolling out a new AI-powered audio feature designed to make the product research less of a chore. Here are the highlights. Offers a short audio summary of key product info, ideal for someone like a multitasking shopper, I guess. The feature pulls from product pages, reviews, web data to generate brief conversational scripts that are read out loud by AI. It's currently being tested on select products like a Ninja blender and a Keurig coffee maker, which nobody knows about, and then everybody needs.
I need the full audio podcast version
of these things.
Do we have
Amazon VP Rajiv Mehta says it's like having helpful friends talk through your shopping choices. It may soon integrate with Alexa Plus, but not yet. Amazon's upgraded AI voice assistant to power some hands-free buying, so you can kind of talk to it, ask it questions, and then buy it. CEO Andy Jassy revealed Amazon is developing 1,000 plus generative AI tools, calling AI the reinvention of customer experience. We've got a sample
I can't
of
wait
the actual audio talking through one of these things. Let's play that, see how it sounds.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm your AI-generated host, and today I'm joined by my fellow AI personality, Sophia.
I'm already bored.
Our culinary expert.
I'm so bored.
Looking at the Keurig K Elite single-serve
coffee
coffee
no.
maker. Sophia, what makes this model stand out from other coffee makers?
This is
like bad QVC.
Is its versatility.
It
gives you 5 different cup sizes.
Okay, stop it. I can't. Okay,
I'm done.
I'm never, ever listening to one of these again.
This is like slow QVC, Paul.
It's like listening to things at 0.5 speed. First of all, like it's the problem with all social content that never gets watched. It just takes too long to get to the point. Right? Hi, I don't want you to introduce your fake self to me because I already know you're fake, and introduce your fake expert to me because I already know you're fake too. It's just like, get to the point. Like, just get right to the point. Like, I don't know.
And the only way is that, but like, who is shopping Amazon? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody is shopping Amazon, sitting on their couch, talking to an AI device, asking it what to buy next.
Nobody's doing that.
But typically when I'm shopping Amazon, it's like in a crowded place. I'm trying to go quick. I'm trying to get information quickly.
I mean, listen, QVC is kind of a lot of people that didn't have anywhere to go, anywhere to do, or friends to work, they kind of kept them company.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like, they sold a lot of stuff because QVC was keeping people company. So I don't know. Maybe this podcast will be keeping
interpersonal relationship. It's the interaction. It's the on-screen personality. This being basically a podcast about a single product.
I have an idea.
They
should build in some gossip into the conversation.
People would listen all day.
Did you hear? Right? It's like, did you hear?
The Ninja blender blended up, I don't know.
No. I mean, like some good old reality TV drama.
Oh, some good drops.
Yeah.
Did you hear Affleck? No.
Exactly. I don't know. So I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to leverage getting people the information they want by using AI. And you have to start somewhere, I guess. This is just painfully slow. I don't think it's going to work because you can read 10 reviews before you can even get through the fake AI host introducing themselves. So there's no multitasking.
This is where like, be careful with AI, right? Not every AI solution that comes out today will be solvent for your business, and it shouldn't always be put into production. Like, think about the way that people interact with stuff. Someone asked me yesterday, they were like, what about a auto site that is basically replaces every photo with a video? And I said, no.
Ugh.
That's going to be terrible. Nobody goes there to like watch. It's not like YouTube, right? Changing consumer behavior takes time. Like, let AI do things better that people are already interacting with. So when you're thinking about AI for your business, you should think a little bit different, in our opinion, than Amazon. Think about the way that consumers really want to shop.
It's the same reason I have a problem with LinkedIn today. This second half of the show, it's like we just have problems today. I have a problem with LinkedIn and their understanding of the the video algorithm and what it thinks I want and what it thinks is actually faster.
It's
people get on LinkedIn because they're motivated, they're moving fast, and they want information fast. And video is just not the fastest way to get information. It's a great way to connect, but you have to stair step and walk in that way. I do really love just the testing though. You think about it,
not?
like
Go for it.
You have to test it. You have to try it.
When you got that many billions of users on your platform monthly, like try it out on 3%. Go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And I think it will get better. I think audio
for sure
will be a fast way to get information. And already I love the Amazon AI summary feature. It's pretty much like 80% of what I read. Right. Yep. So that's an amazing, intelligent use of AI that makes it faster for me to get the general sentiment. It's like, users love this, this, and this, and this. However, some say this, right? And then if I get triggered, I'll go look into the reviews for where the actual one was. So I don't know. Trial and error. I love them for trying new things. It's a new world out there. But listen, don't, like Kyle said, don't lean into AI like it's going to solve all your problems. It certainly won't. People solve your problems. Listen, go out there and take care of the people today and the problems. They will get solved. We'll see you tomorrow.
Independent.